Limiting beliefs are essentially the I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not enough. A limiting belief is whenever we predetermine the outcome of a situation before that situation has even happened by falling victim to our own self-fulfilling prophecy. And it's either through fear. A limiting belief normally comes from this fear of failing. Limiting beliefs also come from what we see in our society, right? Like we see people thriving in a way that we're maybe not thriving, and we just kind of attach ourselves to this belief that, well, I'm not good enough. So it's like on the one hand, nothing changes, but on the other hand, nothing changes. Nothing really grows in the comfort zone. We're safe there, right? We don't have to meet these goals. We don't really have to like move forward because we're safe in this little comfort zone, but then we adopt that philosophy for the rest of our life. We kind of just have this all or nothing outlook when it comes to our goals. I don't meet that goal, so like it's kind of, I'm almost allowing that to determine my worth as a human being moving forward. So that is a huge impact on people whenever it comes to not meeting their goals. Failing is part of the journey, right? Falling down is part of the journey. Like maybe not doing it in the way that you initially thought, that's part of the journey. I tell my clients all the time not to use the word fail. It's not about failing, it's just about reevaluating how I can maybe do this again moving forward, right? How can I learn from this? How can I let this define me, but not in a negative way? Take for example, like whenever you learn to drive, you don't just get in the car and just drive on the first day. There's a series of steps that has to be taken into consideration in order for you to actually drive your car. And if that is okay for you, if that understanding is okay for you learning how to drive, then it should also apply whenever it comes to you meeting your goals, right? You can recognize that there's a certain amount of steps that you have to take in order for you to get there. Where before, come the new year, people would they get gym memberships and they would start like these crazy diets and they would buy expensive workout clothes. I feel like now people are starting to say like, what's important to me right now? My family's important to me, so how can I make a goal that accommodates myself and also my family and the people that I love? People are not really necessarily making smaller goals from before, but they're making more realistic goals from before. The pandemic is globally traumatizing for so many people. I think it's important for us as a society to understand that we are not alone right now. Everyone is going through this. There's no right or wrong way to navigate this. People are going to have different experiences with it, and I think just allowing yourself to honour that your experience is perfectly valid, and just allowing yourself to understand that just as the pandemic is not permanent, like your limiting beliefs aren't permanent either. And I think that maybe not being afraid to sort of reach out to people during this time and say like, hey, I don't really feel that good today, like I'm having this sense that I'm not good enough, and just having someone be like, oh my god, same. But also not being afraid to sit with that belief, as uncomfortable as that might be, not being like afraid to sit with it, addressing it and acknowledging that it's there and asking yourself what you're making it mean, especially during this time. Understanding that whatever's happening right now isn't permanent. It may not feel like that, but things are going to change, and I think maybe just allowing yourself that time, that grace to just kind of give yourself what you need in order for you to transcend past that limiting belief.